Okay, everybody. I'm afraid this video is going to be a kind of a mild boast, really. I just want to show you how we've prepared this engine, and I'm talking about appearances here. It's fully restored. It's running like it's running like it's running like a wee mouse chewing paper. That's our favorite expression. A wee mouse chewing paper. So it's running like that. But I just want to point out to you some of the paint work that we've done here and some of the polishing and so on. Once I've done that, then we'll fire up and you can hear her running.
This is just the lift pump. We've just painted that with two-part epoxy, high quality paint, and the bowl itself is simply polished. I'll confess the brass plate is a little bit blurred, but the maximum brake horsepower on the 3LW is 53.5 brake horsepower at 1700 RPM. The coffee pot oil filter. We haven't polished the copper on this engine. We find that the polished copper is inclined to go really quite dull again quite quickly, and we found that if we lacquer it, very often the lacquer is inclined to go green, so that's why we decided not to polish this copper. The air vessel on the left there, that has been powder coated in a special silver paint that we have here. The air inlet on the right has been polished, so you can see there's really very little difference between the two there. Very often if the alloy surfaces aren't good enough, it's not really possible to polish them, and the powder coating is a pretty good second best. That's an original Smith's rev counter you'll see there. Now, it is cable driven. It's a mechanical device, and those cables are really quite difficult to source now. But it's fine, it's working grand and it's completely accurate. The flywheel is particularly impressive. It really is like new. You can even see there those punch marks for the timing are just a little bit crooked, which adds, I think, to their authenticity. Now, this is your 24-volt starter. It's a common CAV starter, not like the CAV starters fitted to the 6LW and 6LXB and 5LW and so on. It's just a little bit unusual with that nose there. It doesn't quite fit into the housing the same as the 6LXB, but it's fine. It's a commoner garden CAV starter, works exactly the same way, perfectly reliable, and that one is, of course, completely restored. This is a new technique for us. What we've done here is we've painted the rocker cover using, again, that two-part, high-quality two-part epoxy black paint, and then we've very carefully ground off the paint over the exposed lettering, and we're really quite pleased with this effect, and we're going to use it a lot in the future. Here again, that's the same effect. We've ground off the risen areas on the chain case. The oil filter there, that is powder coated. But again, you'll see that it looks really quite like polished.
right?
Yep.
The finale. As I said, this is a blatant, mild boast about this engine, and this engine is for sale. And she'd make an ideal marine engine. You've got the heavy flywheel, or she'd make a lovely gen set, or she'd make a lovely show engine to simply cart around shows and so on. So if anybody's interested in this engine, drop me an email and we can open discussions. Thank you so much.